to the channel. As always, thank you very much for clicking play. Today then, with Estudiantes, we are taking on Lanus away from home. It is the final game of 2021. We go into our summer break after this match. We've got a little bit to catch up on today. There's a few results, of course, since Wednesday's video, and there's a couple of transfers that we've got coming in a couple of days' time when the transfer window opens that I'm very excited about. So just one little point of notice. This is going to be the final video in this series for a week, because we've got as I said, we've got the summer break coming up. So, but fear not, next week there is content. Season 2 of Save Our Season with HANNOVER 96 in the Bundesliga comes out next week. It starts on Sunday and will go through daily until the series ends. So yeah, join us for that. I'm very, very excited to bring that one to you and see if we can save them from a very, 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 very precarious situation in the Bundesliga. Just one other little piece of admin. You might see up here we've got the little pencil, which means we've got the in-game editor now. I bought it a few days ago, not for this series. There's nothing in this. I just wanted to bring it up because I know that pencil has caused other YouTubers problems in the past. It's one that I'm using for an experimental idea that I've got, which I'm really excited about, and I'm really hoping I can bring out at least one of them to the channel on FM19. If not, it'll certainly be on FM20. But I just wanted to clear that up and clarify. Yes, I've got the in-game editor now. Have not used it at all. Right, let's get into the schedule then, and let's show you what's happened since the last video. And it's not been great until, as you can see, the last couple of games. So, since that quarter-final defeat to Belgrano, we went to Banfield. We lost 2-0, and it was a really harsh defeat. We played, we created a lot of chance, but you lose a game and your player ratings are awful, aren't they, no matter what happens. But less said about that, the better. We then had Talleres at home, and we beat them 4-0. Comfortable win, really, really good. Chico, both Fernandez and Matthias Pellegrini getting the goals. We then went away to Belgrano, and we absolutely, well, we were so unlucky not to get something out of this game. We went a goal down. Belgrano were on top at the time. Matthias Pellegrini then gets sent off for a horrible challenge. As soon as it happened, I mean, I don't have the sound on in the game, and I know the sound effect wouldn't be in the game, but you could almost hear the guy's ankle snap. It was a shocking challenge. He got sent off. I went down to a defensive formation that I built, and we did okay. We even created quite a lot of chances, and we were unlucky not to come away with a point. But I was really pleased in the end that we managed to shut it out to a 1-0 defeat. It's not that damaging. You can see there we had a couple of friendlies in an international break. We then played River at home, and I'm going to show you the stats for this one because this was just ridiculous. Rodrigo Correa scored their only goal, and look at the stats. I mean, it was even for possession, but we were so good in this game. 14 shots, 9 on target. They had 12 with 2 on target, and they win 1-0. Obviously, their keeper was on fire. He made brilliant save after brilliant save. And what I did after that, as you can see, we've then gone on and beaten Talleres 6-1 with a brace from Thomas Fernandez. Leonardo Fernandez got a penalty. Estevao scored. Pellegrini scored. Golderson scored. And then we beat Defensa y Justicia 6-0. And Defensa y Justicia are on the run from hell at the minute. They won their first 3 games of the season. We'll show you the league table in a second. They are, well, when we played them, I think they were bottom. So that tells you how good they've been. And I'll tell you something else about them in a minute. Estevao got a hat-trick. Leonardo Fernandez again on the score sheet. Thomas Fernandez again on the score sheet. And Abel Casquet also scored. What it does mean for the table, we're out of the title race already. I mean, this annoys me. I mean, it seems to happen to us regardless whether we're in continental competition or we're not. We just seem to go weeks and weeks without a game. I mean, look at it. We're fifth. Look at San Lorenzo in sixth. We have 7 games in hand on them. I mean, I don't understand how this happens. It just, I don't know why. It just always seems to happen to us in this game. Nobody has played fewer games than us. Nobody has even played anywhere near. I mean, we've got 2 games in hand, minimum, on everyone. It's just ridiculous. What I will say is I genuinely think we will probably get up to second over the course of the season. We're 16 points behind Boca, who are they're just bockering it. They're just ridiculously relentless. 16 wins and 2 draws out of 19 games. They've only dropped 7 points. They are going to smash this league. They're on course for 100 points from a 38-game season. I think they'll probably get it. So for me, at the minute, we are out of the title race as things stand. Today's opponent's Lanus, down in 14th. As I say, the reason we're playing it's the final game of the first part of the season. So it's a perfect break to then have the week off where I can bring out our second Save Our Season series, which I'm very, very excited to bring you, as I say. A couple of transfers to tell you about. Right, Defensa Justicia, look at this. They won their first 3 games of the season. They've won 2 and drawn 2 of the following 16. But they won the Copa Sudamericana. I mean, go figure. And in fact, Argentinian clubs won both continental trophies because, and I'm just going to bring this up for you as well because this was just outrageous. I just want the whole Libertadores. Oh, it's called a Bridgestone, isn't it? It's actually got a sponsor's name. There we go. So the final, and I watched it. I always watch the continental final. I watched this match, and it was absolutely epic. It really, really was. So Velez went ahead. Boca scored 3 goals in 12 minutes at the end of the first half, and it really looked like they were going to go on and win it. And then Velez just turned it on in that second half. Thiago Almada got a hat-trick. But I want to show you this goal that won it, because it was a hell of a strike. It really was. Guido Minero with an absolute thunderbolt. Wait till you see this. It's one of the cleanest strikes I've ever seen in the game. It is absolutely outrageous. In the 100th minute of the Copa Libertadores final, it ends up being the goal that lifts the trophy for his team. And Velez were in the Copa Argentina final as well, I believe. So here we go. They just build it up nicely. It comes to Vargas. Look at this. Watch this. Look at that. I mean, look, the ball bounces back out to level with a penalty spot. That's how hard it hit the back of the net. It's one of the best goals I've ever seen in FM. And it was, I mean, Velez, as I say, they also got to the final and they're in the Club World Cup, of course. They got to the final of the Copa Argentina as well, and they won that on penalties against Belgrano. So Velez are really having a very, very good season. Look at how many penalties they took as well. That went to the wire, literally, didn't it? Right, so of course the transfer window opens in 3 days, and we already have 2 deals done. Lucas Rafael down here is a under-20s physio that we've got coming in. It looks all right. Physio rating is 12. But we've got space for another physio down there, and it's the best one I can find. I'm trying to get this kid, Jorge Diaz from Lanus, today's opponents, because he's a natural box-to-box midfielder, and I think if he came into our team and he started playing, he would just blossom. He really would. They really, really don't want to sell him, and currently we've got an offer in of, I think it's 3.5 million up front, 1 million over 3 years, and then we've got some add-ons, and I'm hoping they'll accept. They won't. I can't suggest terms down here. They won't have any of it because I've kind of tried to lowball them, and I'm not expecting that offer to get accepted. I'm going to have to spend money. I really am. We do have a player coming in from Lanus though, and it's Franco Orozco, a very, very tidy-looking left winger. Again, only 19. Scout summary, 94 rating. Sign Orozco, whatever the price, and he does look absolutely incredible. He really does. He's 5-star potential ability, 3-star current. So I mean, he'll already go into the team as our second choice behind Lucas Rodriguez, who have had a bit of a falling out with overtraining. I didn't think he was training well. He had like a 6.1 training rating. I told him that was rubbish, and he thought he was training well. So as far as I'm concerned, I love the guy. That's it. We're done. And this one, I've been watching this guy since my scouts picked him up, really. Valentin Vada. He's Argentinian, but spent all his career in France, bizarrely. But as a deep line playmaker, looks very, very good. All right, he's not quick, and he's not brilliant physically. But I think as a squad player, his passing's great, his technique's great, teamwork vision, all great. First touch is really good as well. Long shots is not too bad. It's not really an area I'm going to be looking for him to do anything. But if he does get the opportunity to have a shot, he's got a half decent chance, hasn't he? Good determination, decent flair as well. So I think he'll be a solid player. He might not become a first choice once we get the likes of Andres Ayala and Dayan Veron back and a couple of the other youngsters that might make a mark. But 25, I think is a bit of a no-brainer. 200 grand, yes please. Game time then. Diego Abal is our referee today. 1 red card, 10 yellow cards in 12 matches. We've had one game already today. Rosario Central winning 4-1 at Olimpo. We're slight favourites. We are evens. We did beat this team 11-1 last season. You may remember me going over the match in a previous video. 11-1. We had Mario Gatti in the team. He didn't score. He didn't get an assist, and he missed a penalty. And if I remember rightly, Gaston Gil Romero and I think it was Gaston Paiva, my two centre mids, scored 4 each in that game. So absolutely outrageous. Everything we hit just went in from like 25, 30 yards. It was just insane. One of those goals actually won our goal of the season as well. Right, what I've done is because I've been making a few little tweaks here and there on the formation and the tactic, I put that down to the loss of form. So we went back to this original 4-2-3-1 test formation that I had, and that's what happened with those 2 6-goal wins that we've just had. So that is why I've done it. I've gone back to it again because it just seems to work. You may remember I did it in the second season, I think, when we finished like 9th, but we were really bad, and then we went on a ridiculous run and got ourselves back up into the Sudamericana. And I don't know what it is about this formation. Once it starts working, it just works, and I'm really hoping today it carries on. We do have a couple of players being tracked by other teams as well. I'm going to give this to the assistant. Oh, that didn't go well. So Matias Pellegrini has been tracked by, I think it's Real Betis. Pretty sure someone like Nahuel Estevez, who has asked to leave because he's not playing. He's been tracked by a lot of MLS clubs. That's one of the reasons that we've gone out and signed the players that we have already as well, because I've got a feeling that there could be some transfers happening in the summer. And it'll just be preemptive strikes, especially Valentin Vada, because if Nahuel Estevez does go, it would leave us a little bit light. So Valentin Vada, I think, is a very, very good replacement for him. Are we going to get an early goal here, or is this just going to peter out as the start highlights normally do? It's going to peter out. Leonardo Fernandez is going to step up and hit this free kick. It came off the post, and Estevao has put it in on the rebound, and we have a goal after 8.5 minutes. Estevao is in tip-top form again since we changed formation. Look at the whip on that free kick. It was brilliant, and Estevao is alive to it, and it's his 14th goal of the season. He is stepping up into Mario's shoes massively. We're straight back in with the highlight from the kickoff. We do have a game. Union Santa Fe and Godoy Cruz are playing. They're both quite a long way below us in the table, so it doesn't really matter at the minute. Here's Acosta across to Moreno. Oh, and it's played across. Marlon with the header clear. Lodico, Jimenez. They're looking to get an immediate reply. So as I say, in the summer we're probably going to get a few players going. Good header from Moreno. Straight at Sapa though. So we're probably going to get a few players leaving. We're probably going to get a few players coming in. We've got all that money burning a hole in our pockets. That is a ridiculous... What was that? That was absolutely bizarre. And Estevao should have scored. I mean, Novo, the goalkeeper there, did well to keep that in with his bonds. And then made a brilliant save. But what a howler that could have been. Here's Moreno, tackled well by Caccini. Caccini as well, I think, is being tracked by a team. It might be Real Betis as well, I'm not sure. So again, there could be big changes to the squad if offers materialise. Pellegrini, I'd be gutted to lose. even after his red card in the Belgrano game. But he is a really good player. Oh, what a volley. Moreno again, wasn't it? Sapper just casually catches that. I would be gutted to lose the likes of Caccini, but if the offers are good, then I'm going to let them go. I did manage to get, I think it was Marlon and Caccini and one or two others. I managed to renew their contracts and get I think now Estevez as well, actually. As Estevao is in, and it's 2-0. Estevao again, and he could be on course for back-to-back hat-tricks now. He's got 75 minutes to do it. I wouldn't back against it, and it's a brilliant ball forward from Pellegrini, to be fair. Really, really great ball. Shaped that beautifully, didn't he? And Estevao, bang. So yeah, I'll try and finish what I was saying before we get rudely interrupted by another goal. We managed to get a lot of the players signed new contracts and got rid of the minimum fee for foreign clubs. Got rid of those clauses. As Moreno could be in. How many Morenos have they got playing for them? One of them has just scored. Marcelino Moreno. He's gone round Daniel Sapper. Again, a brilliant ball forward, wasn't it? Lodico. He just smashed it forward. I mean, what is Ruiz Diaz doing there? You're on a promise to get more game time as well. You don't deserve it with that, do you? Defending like that was shocking. How many Morenos do they have? They've got 2, and they're both in attack. That's annoying. Wow, the highlights keep coming. So yeah, the minimum fee release clauses for foreign clubs is like 8.5 million, and it's you're going to lose players for nothing if that's the case. So I just had to get rid of those. As Chico's shot is saved well by Rios Novo. We're halfway through the first half. It's been very, very entertaining. It really has. And Daniel Sapper again just stands there and catches the shot. And another highlight. This is going to make this half editing quite easily, isn't it? Because I'm not going to have to do any at the minute. I've been talking since kickoff. And it's on extended highlights. I'm knackered. Here's Julian Chico. Forward for Estevao. Is he going to get the hat-trick here? Not with a shot like that. Throw in for Marlon. Here's Pellegrini. Thumped away by Marcelino Moreno. But Lodico has it now. Oh, and he's in space here, isn't he? Franco Moreno for 2-2. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Oh, my word. What? What the hell happened there? That was just Keystone Cops. That was just like, no, we can't defend. That's all right. We can't score. That was one of the biggest scrambles I've ever seen. That was absolutely fantastic. That was a fail from the defence and a huge fail from the attack. Absolutely comedy gold, that was. It really was. Here's Pellegrini now. Can we make them pay for that? No. Come on. It's got a bit scrappy. Leonardo Fernandez. And, oh, God. 2 passes would be nice. Just, pass to him, then pass it on again. Just, that'd be great. Here's Acosta coming forward. I mean, there's only 2 of them in the attack. They shouldn't be scoring here, and they don't. But they're not committing men forward, are they? And, I mean, they should not have been getting a shot away there, really. Here's Thomas Fernandez, then. What can you do, kid? Good ball forward for Estevao. Go on, get the shot away. Good block on that. And, coming up to half-time then, looks like we're going to be just in front at the break. And indeed we are. Estevao's early brace has got us 2-1 in front. Union de Santa Fe are a goal up in their game as well against Godoy Cruz. Going to let the assistant go again. He hasn't done very well with his team talks today. So we're going to say, you weren't that bad, but I believe you can improve. That's the only thing you can say, because we let them back in and we shouldn't have done. We should be home and dry, really. We've been brilliant at times in that first half. So we just need to build on that. Another goal, and I think this one's done. Franco Moreno with this free kick. Oh, and it's 2-2. It's a brilliant free kick, and we have let them back in here. They shouldn't be level. We have let a 2-goal lead slip here. It's a brilliant free kick, though. I mean, Daniel Sapper, to be fair, got across, didn't really stand a chance. Exquisite equaliser. Pellegrini's going to take this free kick. I mean, nothing has happened here, and oh, have we gone and won it? As the clock ticks over into stoppage time, substitute Gonzalo Lamado scores. We made all 3 subs on about 65 minutes. Heredia came off for Nogueira, Paiva came on for Caccini, and Lamado came on for Leonardo Fernandez. And he's blasted in a brilliant goal there from the edge of the box. And all of a sudden, We haven't had a highlight since the equalising goal. Interestingly, Franco Orozco, who I showed you earlier in the game that we're signing from Lanus, has come on for them as well. So is he going to have an impact in stoppage time, or are we going to put it to bed here? Thomas Fernandez is in, played across. Oh, he whipped it across. How was 3 of you in the 6-yard box and none of you got onto that? Absolutely outrageous. How did that happen? Ridiculous. Here we go with another highlight. Why have the highlights suddenly started flooding in now? We haven't done anything. Oh my God. And with 30 seconds to go, it looks as though we're going to hold on here. There's been some comedy in this match. I mean, there really has. Kicking it off each other, and that scramble that was in our penalty area in the first half was just amazing. Just keep hold of the ball now, boys. We're into the last 5 seconds. Surely we can hold on here. Wow, that's a thumped clearance. Esteval, I thought he was interested in that for a second. But yeah, he scored. I mean, he scored twice in the opening quarter of an hour, and I haven't seen anything of him since. But is there a chance for a hat-trick here? It's still going, this match. Thomas Fernandez whips it in, and Rios Novo is able to claim it, and that is it. And a last-minute winner. Not celebrating as much as I would have done because, of course, the league's kind of done for us at the minute, but it's always good to get a win. But very, very disappointed because Lanus, we have battered a couple of times. Aside from that 11-1, I mean, we've hit them for 4 in the past. So I'm just going to tell them we weren't good enough. And I don't care if that's annoyed some of them. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. You can see we are still in 5th, but we've got ourselves a little bit of a gap now to San Lorenzo, and we've still got 6 games in hand on them. Defensor y Justicia managed to get a point at Independiente, but I really don't know what's happened to them. As I say, I mean, 3 wins in a row at the start of the season, and they've just gone off a cliff. They really have. But a draw at Independiente, who, incidentally, did offer me an interview when their managerial vacancy came up, which I immediately turned down, of course, because that's not the point of this save. But it's always nice to know you're wanted, isn't it? There are games tomorrow. Boca are playing tomorrow, so they'll be back to 16 points clear of us, I'm sure. But yeah, that is it for us. As I say, there's now going to be a week off from this series. So this one is coming out on Friday the 22nd of March, which is my mum and dad's golden wedding anniversary. 50 years of marriage. Well done, mum and dad. They won't watch this, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but you know, oh well. So we've got a couple of friendlies already arranged, as you can see. We will come back and take on Racing Club in that first game of the second half of the season on the 23rd of January. That will be out a week on Monday, which is, oh wow, it's going to be April, isn't it? That's going to be, April Fool's Day, I think. God, 3 days before my birthday. I'm 40. I'm 40 on the 4th of April. Oh, I can't wait, because apparently my life will begin then, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so we will be back for that, as I say, from Sunday all the way through next week until the series ends. I'm not going to tell you what day it ends on. It is all recorded, it's all done, it's all ready to go, but I'm not going to tell you what day it ends on because that will give away what happens. So it will be daily. Sunday I will probably bring it out about 2 o'clock. And then Monday through the week, it'll be 6 o'clock as we normally do with this series. So hope you'll get along with that and interact as well, because even though I've already recorded it all, so don't recommend signings or anything like that or tactical adjustments, but definitely give me feedback on the series, on our results and things like that. I would love that. And just one last thing, look at this. Away games, ridiculous. Ignore the friendlies, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Superliga games in a row away from home. I don't get it. There's nothing to do with the stadium because I've looked in real life and they've played at home in this period of time. Don't get it. It happens every season. It's ridiculous. But we've won our first 3 of them, so happy days. But yes, remember, hit that like button, guys. Subscribe as well. Turn on the notifications. And I will see you on Sunday in Germany, in Hanover. And I will see you on April Fool's Day, back here in La Plata. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Adios, amigos.